Good evening, and thank you for joining us. We're going to begin tonight with breaking news, record-breaking news for millions of Americans who are now enduring the season's first heat wave. From Maine to New Mexico, the U.S. is seeing historic high temperatures, sweltering and dangerous hot air that's arrived earlier than usual, catching many off guard. Tonight, major cities from Boston to Washington, D.C. are declaring weather emergencies, actually closing schools and opening cooling centers, just as the country was getting back on its feet from the pandemic. And as we come on the air, more than half the U.S. is experiencing this above-average heat, which tonight is spawning severe storms and flash flooding in the south and fueling wildfires in the west, leading to red flag warnings and evacuations. CBS's Lonnie Quinn is standing by to tell us just how long this is going to last. But first, CBS's Mola Lenghi is going to lead off our coverage tonight from Boston. Good evening, Mola.
Well, good evening, Norah. You know, the near record temperatures we're feeling here in Boston is part of the Northeast's first heat wave of the year. And, you know, it doesn't end here. Much of the rest of the country is dealing with some form of extreme weather, from the heat to flooding. And in some cases, it's deadly. Boston is under a heat emergency. Temperatures rose above 90 degrees for the third consecutive day.
In the last couple of days, we've had 18 calls that we've flagged as being, directly heat related. But on top of that, we've seen a 31% increase in our call volume for the last 48 hours.
Many flocked to cooling centers and neighboring parks. Why'd you guys come out here today?
Hot.
It's hot, yeah. More than 24 million people from the northern plains to New England and parts of Texas are under a heat advisory. Today, at least 6 states set record highs. It was a similar story in Wisconsin, where libraries are offering an escape.
We changed our policy to allow drink in the library so people can bring their water bottle in or fill their water bottle.
Severe drought conditions across the West have helped fuel 2 wildfires in Arizona, forcing hundreds to evacuate homes outside of Phoenix. More than 100,000 acres have burned. In neighboring Utah, the dry conditions prompted the governor to call for a weekend of prayer.
We need more rain, and we need it now. We need some divine intervention.
The heat and humidity also produced scattered severe thunderstorms from Alabama to Texas, where a woman's body was recovered after floodwaters swept her car off the road. More than 100 homes were flooded outside of Houston. Well, back here in Boston, it's expected to be another scorcher out here tomorrow with temperatures above 90 for the 4th straight day. Meanwhile, in Minneapolis, about a dozen schools today announced that they're moving to remote learning starting tomorrow, as the extreme heat there is expected to continue throughout the week, Norah.
All right, Mola Lenghi, thank you.